no person can perform to his or her best potential under stress, due stress. No way. Because of physiologically, biologically, and as a human being, it's impossible. I think another good example is those people who drive those cars, the F1 race and all that. No? If you look at them, they do even blood pressure tests. They can tell you that. Okay? The calmer the driver is, the better will be his performance. The more stressed he is, it'll be the worst performance. So what happens is we seem to believe that when we are under stress, we perform better. No. Actually, it's the reverse. The calmer you are, you produce better. And the more you rush into things, the worse will be the result. This has happened. I mean, you remember your own examination when you took, and suddenly you remember, oh, I forgot this, I forgot that. I could have done it much better this way. And that's what happens. Most human beings, as a human being, we think that we are far more capable than what we are, except the fact is, yes, we are far more capable. But because of the fact that we don't think through what we want to do, therefore, what we produce, we are not happy with it. So that's what it is.
So rather than just merely writing down things at a certain date or whatever, when we open our organizer, probably the first thing that we should do is reflect on how the outcome would be, what we want to achieve in that certain period of time. Only then we start planning. And when we are relaxed, the planning gets better every time. And if you have any questions for Dr. Vanga regarding time management on today's topic, call us at 03-2692-7939, or if you can also email us at 812@radio24.com.my, or visit our Facebook page. We are going to take a short break. We'll be right back. This is Bernama Radio 24 812 Live.
Bernama Radio 24 is now on Facebook. Share your thoughts and opinions with us there. This is Evening Network on 939 Bernama Radio 24. Fast news, non-stop info.
Welcome back. This is 812 Live right here on Bernama Radio 24, and sitting in front of me we have Dr. Vanga talking about time management, how to avoid last minute work. Well, we've got an email from Sharon. She said that I would like to know, how early do we need to prepare for a project or an event?
Okay, if the project is a very big project, let's say that you have to deliver it Monday, and you have the project given to you last Friday, then the amount of time you need to spend looking through the project and delivering it at the date that is expected to do will depend largely on how good that particular project is. Example.
She says here that she's managing a team of 10, and majority in their 20s, and now her manager was supposed to assist on the documentation and also the compliance issues, but she is left with a pile of paperwork, and she's trying to manage her time to be productive, but she has to stay late because of all this paperwork that was given to her, and things gets postponed and stuff like that. And she wants to know, how can she manage?
First of all, since it appears to me that the project is a big project and a large one, a lot to do. So the first thing she has to do is to find out exactly what is the end result the project needs to be. What is the result that she wants? And then to take the project down and break it down into pieces, into smaller pieces that can take place. Like, for instance, you have 4, 5, or 10 people working for you, and in that 10 people, you need to actually break the project down. Example. Say the project got to be delivered, say, on the 1st of July, as an example. Say, okay, the deadline is 1st of July. So now we could find out what are the tasks that need to be done. Break the task down into smaller items. If a person spends too much time working late, and trying to finish the job on time, yet spending a lot of time, then that project is going to suffer. So first thing is to take the entire project, split it down, say what is need to be done, who's going to do it, when it's going to be done, and then you must have a very close follow through, meaning to see that everyone is performing. In this case, I would suggest that the best way to get out of this, come in the morning, put the team together. What do we want to accomplish today, this morning? Today, what do we want to accomplish? Meet in the evening and say, how much have you achieved? Then you know the quality of each of the person. If the person is good, he or she can deliver. Then meet again. Every day, meet twice. First in the morning, assign the work. Get back in the afternoon, say about 4 or 5 o'clock in the evening, and then what has been achieved. And then you know what's expected to be done tomorrow. So, but you should not work very late. I mean, if you work until 10 o'clock or 12 o'clock at night, the next day you're going to suffer. Your productivity will definitely drop. My advice is find out what the task is. Split it down into simple, digestible, simple forms. And then you can probably achieve a lot more that way. That's what I think.
Sharon, as what Dr. Vanga said, you can gather your team. I can see that you have a team of 10. So gather them early in the morning.
Yes.
And tell them what they need to do, and gather them again in the evening.
Find out how much they've achieved it.
We've also got another question from T. Raju. It says, some people thrive under pressure and can't deliver if given an early task. Are these people under exception? Sometimes last-minute pressure becomes an advantage to them. How do you explain this?
Whenever you work under stress, regardless of how good or clever you are, if you have done a certain task several times, the ability for you to deliver under pressure would be, the quality of that would be the same as what you've done before. See, when you do something under stress or over a period of time, you've done it, and then therefore when the demand comes in, you have to deliver it, you will probably deliver it in the same quality that you've done before. But to improve that quality, you need to think through, what is it that I need to improve? And for that, you can't work under stress. So if it is a routine task, routine things, fine, no problem. Even though last minute you can fix it, no problem. But when you want to do a better job and the quality must improve, you need time to think through. And that is what I'm saying. You see, people believe that they're used to doing certain routine things and getting away with it. Suddenly you are given a new assignment. You don't know. You've never done it before. That requires thought, thinking. A lot of your knowledge must come in, and then you must not be interrupted during the time that you need to do it. So all that must take into account. In my mind, it's like this. Someone can concentrate and work on a particular piece of work for 20 minutes only. Only 20 minutes. During the 20 minutes period, you can put 100% of your ability in it. After that, you'll be distracted. Your brain will distract you. And only very, very, very focused people can work to a maximum of 90 minutes at any one given time. You can't do with that. After the 90 minutes period, if you don't break, then your productivity drops. That's what it happens.
So you're trying to say that most of us should actually take a break after 20 minutes of doing something? Like when you're doing your revision after 20 minutes, take a break and come back again.
My advice to people is work 20 minutes, focus on it, get it done. Take a 10 minutes break. I'm not saying go coffee break. Do something else which is lighter work, which doesn't require a lot of your thinking. Then what happens is your energy will come back to you. You can recap. And then you can do the next task for another 20 minutes. So if you do that constantly, coffee breaks are a waste of time. I mean, you really, it's very unproductive. There's a latest issue from Harvard Business Review on coffee breaks. Let me not... But you see, if you work for 20 minutes and do it well, okay, and you would do your best, take a 10 minutes break, come back and do it again. 20. Over time, you will learn that you can go from 20 to 40 minutes and then take a 20 minutes break. A very productive way of doing and getting more out of you is to do that, is to understand that there is a limitation to your ability at one given time. You can't continue to work Even cars, for that matter, cannot perform at its maximum all the time.